people on this program have suggested that, our aging population's about to fall off a cliff. That's what's happening in the boomer generation. And there are challenges with the way we're replacing our generation, and ultimately it's likely to come from immigration. Thoughts here on demographics?
Yeah, look, your listeners are spot on with what they've just suggested there. I mean, that is a fact right across, this is not a new phenomenon either, right across Western civilization. We have hit the point where our birth rate is below replacement level, or at that sort of just level where it's just replacing itself. I think Australia is at the level where it's just replacing itself. But you'd find that is actually largely due to the fact that we have a high immigration level. So it is people coming from other non-Western cultures that are picking us up and making sure that we replace ourselves. It's just simple fact that we aren't going to replace ourselves as Western nations, and I think it's intimately tied to the cultural issue that I talked about before. Again, I just say, when you've cut off your true identity, when you've grown to be hateful of your heritage, then you're not going to want to replace yourself. I mean, what is the point of continuing on? So again, that's probably not a conscious decision that people are making, but it's one that becomes more of a subconscious or unconscious action. And I guess intertwined with that is also the fact that the focus is more on me, Neil. The focus is more on self. And so children and families are now seen as a burden rather than as a blessing by many in our culture. And just to look at that, I mean, and I didn't want to go down this track, but it's just popped into my head. How many TV shows do we see where, the father's the idiot, the kids are a hassle? This is, now become the nature of sitcoms and even cartoon shows like The Simpsons. So,
so you've got this hateful of heritage, even fear of the future, and in some sense here, some might say a conversation like this creates a level of fear too, but you don't need a conversation that describes what's happening to know that people are fearful of the future. As you say, the way the family is construed is somewhat challenging.